Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you all are well. Oh, what the heck? That wasn't supposed to play like that. It's not playing in the goddamn playlist. It's just sitting there, man. Wait a second. Make this right. Well, we're gonna play Make This Right for the beginning, okay? Because I'm gonna make this right real quick. There we go. Y'all, nice to see you. Hopefully you all are doing well. Yo, frogs. Do you think that we should play Lethal Company? The only thing is that we need friends and company to be able to play Lethal Company. And I usually stream alone. I'm usually a one man act. Un momento, por favor. Okay, if you're wondering, all right, where I was, what was going on, the answer is the internet was actually down. Remember when I said we're going to be streaming tomorrow and then I proceeded to not stream tomorrow? It's because when I tried to stream, I looked at, it's because I actually earlier in the day, I loaded up my Nintendo Switch and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play a little Mario Kart. Yes, I was cheating on you with the Mario Kart. I was not streaming it. I know you all love to watch it. I'm sorry. I just kind of wanted to play it a little bit. Anyways, I tried to load it up. Well, I loaded up my Switch and I looked at the top right and there was no internet connection. And my ass was like, what do you mean there's no internet connection? This shit's plugged into the wall. Which it is, it's plugged into the wall, right? And I was like, how does that even make any sense that there's no internet connection, bro? What, does my house not have any internet? Preposterous. And I looked, my house had no internet. And it wasn't preposterous at all. It was real. It was real. And I was like, bro, what's going on here, man? And I freaking did the speed test. And guess what? That thing said like 1 up, 1 down on the like 1 up, 1 down. And then I fell down to my knees. I was like, how am I supposed to do anything here, man? And so instead of that, I was like, well, I guess I can just do some time trials instead, since I've been practicing time trials in Mario Kart. I got done. I got a great thing done, okay? And you know what happened? At the end, it said, would you like to upload your ghost data? I thought that thing was just on my thing, right? I thought that thing was just on my heckin' Switch. No. I tried to upload it and guess what it said? No internet connection. You can't upload your ghost. I'm like, I can't even keep it for myself on my own thing, man. And it said, no, heck off, commie. And I was just, I fell to my, I fell again. I fell to my tummy. Cause I was already, as said earlier, I was already on my knees. And it was just, honestly, it was one of the saddest things that I have ever experienced in my entire life. It was horrible. Not even the ghosts. I can't even keep my own ghosts. So that's how the other day went for me. I got no work done basically because I had almost no internet on my computer. So I kind of did nothing there. Unfortunately. I was trying to do some work and then move it over to my computer. So I was kind of trying to work in Chrome. But Chrome on my tablet and phone are, you know, like suboptimal, as many people will understand. So yeah, it was it was painful, but I'm back now. They're keeping you down, yeah. They trying to keep a Shark Boy down. They're really massive haters. It was one of the saddest things I've ever experienced. But you know, I'm kind of chilling right now, honestly. We are kind of back, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing about the world, is that we're like honestly back. Wait, you know what? You know what I should make the This is great art. Wait a second. Where's my fan art folder? Just so everybody knows, I do like to keep around fan art. So if you send me fan art, I usually like to keep it and then put it in my fan art folder where I normally keep my fan art. And then I like to name the art itself the name of the person who made it, so I can always remember who made it, right? I kind of I gotta ask the artist, but this seems honestly really hilarious. Oh, speaking of my tablet, let me set it up. Hello, Shark. Hello, hope you're well. Wait, one moment, un momento. Okay, por favor. Forgive me, earlier I was reading Sakamoto Days. Intermission? She's working. Scene. This piece of art. This is great by Better Place Art. Fantastic. It looks great, honestly. It's really good. Me, Shark, him, the walrus. It's really good work. It's fantastic art. I have to reach out and see if I can make this see if I can maybe pay them for it and then use it as my stream thumbnail. I think that would be really cool. What do you guys think? Or just, I don't know, like offer money if they don't want to take any, just, you know, ask for permission. Make it I kind of was thinking about making it the stream thumbnail at some point if they say that that's something that they're okay with. So yeah, that was my idea, but it's honestly fantastic, bro. He's sweating, he's red. I'm just chilling. I love how they gave them the little robo arm, the bot. I'm not gonna, I really like my fit that day. I don't want to say anything, but I was really feeling myself that day with the black hoodie with a cardigan on top. Not only was I crazy cozy, but I felt pretty good. He's good. So say it. You look great. Thank you, partner. Thank you. Yeah, it was really cool. It's fantastic art. It's so cool. So I think later I'm gonna reach out. With all that. I love the fin hole in the hat. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's actually a perfect piece of art. What if we keep around? Okay, what do you guys think if we're able to keep around that artist, and then if they'd like to do other work for the channel, and then keep that same piece of art, but whenever we talk about another person or anytime it's like a big stream thing, I can commission them to change the other side of it, like the Matt Walsh side of it, to be like another person in an animal fit. I think that'd be really cool. My reaction to that idea. I'm pogging so hard. You just sound like a great idea. So yeah. If it happens, I think it'd be great. Also, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well today. Yo, did I do the intro? Did I even do the intro today, guys? Or did I completely forget about that? Hey, hi, hello everyone. My name is Shark300, host of The Nightmare, and I'm happy to have you. Well known as the host of The Nightmare, and I'm very happy to have you. Welcome to The Nightmare, everybody. What's the number of today's stream? I'm freaking out. Wait a second, you're right. I haven't changed the number of the stream today. Let me get back to doing that. I've just been lazy. I should stop doing that. Wait, let me see. What was the last numbered stream? The last numbered stream was 350. So 350. All right. And then there was 351 because we did another stream. 350. Yeah, 351. I'm not gonna count the gaming streams because those aren't the meme streams. 351, 352, 354, 355, 356. So this would be 357. Home. I'm gonna change this to stream manager, and then we're gonna go. Yeah, here we go. Oop, I misspelled events. That will soon be changed, inshallah. Just a meme stream. 357. Beautiful, amazing things. Amazing things are happening here on twitch.tv that will soon be coming to youtube.com. Right here. I got it. I've got it right now. Boom. Live. YouTube's backend is so giga ass. Boom. 357. You love to see it. The shark like men. I mean, I have friends who are men, and I love them. They're my besties. So I hopefully that answers your question. No, speaking of that, I've got so many things to show you. I can't really dilly-dally today. Also, Tyrannix, thanks for the gifted sub. I really appreciate you for that. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. Yo, take a look at this, okay? This is a guy who like is trying to make a name for himself by being close to people like Sneeko and being a Rumble Lord. He's also close to people like he's also apparently worked with people like Gideon. So I mean, you know, not gonna say anything, but they obviously he has like a profile to him, you know, the people that he keeps around. He made a video about how he makes money, and I want you to take a look at this and tell me if you see anything wrong.
$1 a month TikTok clipper.
Oh, whoops. I need to go into my widgets. Where's my sub button? Where the heck is my sub button? No, that's the social overlay. You. Sub 2. There you are. You fraud. What are you doing? Yeah, there we go. No, please. I gotta make it pop up a couple times because it won't do it naturally. Okay, I think that's good. Is that even over my head? A little bit. Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, it's close enough. That works. Anyways, yeah, tell me if you see anything wrong with this.
In the life of a $20,000 a month TikTok clipper, first thing I do when I get into my office is write down my daily goals. Today I wanted to get 1 million views in a day and make at least $500. I also wanted to start a new page since all my other ones are currently doing really well. So after doing so, I go and sit at my desk, pull my phone out and get ready to start my shift. The first thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record. After watching their video for a minute or two, I end the screen recording and crop the video so that it fits the screen.
That's crazy. Okay. So what I do, I wake up in the morning and I think about how could I possibly provide nothing to human beings while screaming off as much money as possible from the society that we live in. How could I manipulate San Francisco startups to be able to make as much money as possible? What? And so what I did is I looked up people more successful than me actually doing things that people enjoy watching, and I clip it. I'd be clipping them clips. What's even the point of his whole setup? You see his whole setup? Did you see this? So he's like, I don't know, he's in like his little work dungeon. He has a whiteboard. Why is the whiteboard so damn big if it's just for your daily goals every day? Right? And he has like 2 monitors. He has 2 monitors, a microphone, like a boom arm, a ring light, everything going on here. What's the point? You clip videos on YouTube. You could be doing this in bed. Honestly, if he was making real money moves, his office would be his bed. There'd be no reason to have like a desk or anything. He's barely even using it, or a chair. What's the point of coming here? Who else works here? Honestly, it feels like, have you ever seen those videos? It feels like this entire thing here feels like one of those influencer company, like those Chinese influencer companies, you know what I mean? Have you seen those guys before? Where it's just like 50 e-girls in a room all partitioned off into their own like social media cubicle where they're doing little like TikTok live streams for for like bits and money. It's all supposed to, all of the cubicles are supposed to look like bedrooms or living rooms or like little like podcast areas where they like talk and like eat food and say thanks for the bits, kind stranger, stuff like that. Whiteboard says clip videos. Wait, is that true? I didn't read that. Oh no, it's just like make get 1 million views, get $500.
You're doing really well. So
make a new channel, clip videos. All right, now he's off. That's a hard day's work in a real economy. What's the neon sign for? What's his name again? I have no clue. The neon sign it's to help him work. Okay, he's writing it off on his taxes. He can't work in an environment without a neon light. You know that, right? Nobody can do that.
And get ready to start my shift. The first thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record. After watching their video for a minute or two.
Wait a second, look at his monitor. So this monitor is like the monitor he uses to look up people who are more successful than him so he can clip their videos to ride their coattails. And this monitor is the monitor for sucking his own dick, because this is him looking at his own analytics when it has nothing to actually do with him. It's all because of the people who he's clipping, who he's getting money off of. That's wild to me. Gotta spend all those ill-gotten gains somewhere. Yeah, he's making $500 a day. I mean, you gotta put the money somewhere, right?
Out and get ready to start my shift.
It's an investment.
First thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record. After watching their video for a minute or two, I end the screen recording and crop the video so that it fits the screen. Then I go and screen record GTA gameplay to film the cars rolling down the hill, and then crop it the same way I did with the other one.
No! You couldn't even do that yourself? You can't even go onto GTA Online servers and drive down one of those yourself? You have to clip somebody else doing it? You can't even make your own ADHD, like your own ADHD bait? Just play a game. Just like film yourself doing jumping jacks, something like it could be literally anything. You can't even do that. You have to clip somebody else doing that too. He literally can't do anything. He can't do anything. So wait, so is his whole job on his phone? Look.
Then I open up CapCut and start a new project. After importing the first video, you go to overlays to add the second one on top. And then you want to click ratio at the bottom and select the TikTok option. This is so you can put the GTA gameplay at the bottom and the main video at the top. Then you want to go to auto captions and start using this format.
He doesn't even make his own captions, man. What? How am I supposed to take this guy serious? He can't even write his own do you think he even knows how to write his own captions? He's like, what do you mean I'm supposed to type the word when the person says it?
Settings are going to create the best subtitles for you. Then you want to export your video, go over to your TikTok page and upload it. One of my videos last month made me $1,200 from one video. If you want to learn from me and how I do what I do, you can join the free Discord in my bio.
What's the point of the computer? What's the point of like 99% of the things shown in this video? It's just him taking other people's content and making money off of it. How long does he think that he can keep this up? Yo, what the hell is this bullshit? Is this a new announcement? Dandadan? Why is Dandadan getting an anime before Sakamoto days? What? What is this? What's happening? What is this? What is this topsy-turvy world that we're living in? Is this dude an AI? No, he's real. And he's a real criminal as well. The community knows kind of got his ass. Portrayed in this video is intellectual property theft. It is illegal under the World Intellectual Property Organization Treaty. This treaty applies to Twitter, X through the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and TikTok through the Patent Law of the People's Republic of China. Oh no, hope they DMCA. Your web browser uses its profits to fund Israeli Zionists. And you want to talk about ethics? The community knows I've never actually seen a comment get community noted like this before, but they hit him again. They said there's no support for such claims, which honestly makes a lot of sense. I don't believe that's true at all, actually. I don't believe it's true at all. This guy I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, yeah, he can make a lot of money, but like all of it can be taken away in an instant. You ever think about how you don't hear about things like bank robberies or serial killers anymore? There really aren't that many of those people around, because all the robbery is now being done on the internet. Like, the robbery is being done on people's phones. This guy's literally, his whole life is stealing people, like other things people make. Like back in the day, you get your like hands cut off for that. Like these days, it's just the way of the world. It's crazy. I don't want people's hands cut off. I do want his cellular service to be cut off though. Soon he will be DMCA'd into the ground, inshallah. Inshallah. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with this guy, because there's no possible way this guy's able to get away with this for that long. He's going to be taken down. He's going to be taken down at some point. I'd end it all completely, honestly, if I was this guy. Wait, what is this? A lot of people are saying clipping breaks copyright law, etc. Okay, let's say they do. Okay, let's say I'm a criminal. You think I'm a criminal? Okay, let's say I'm a criminal. Let's say I'm committing crimes, huh? Let's say I'm one of those crime guys that commits crimes. So what? Who's gonna sue me? Creators want you to clip them. It's free marketing for their personal brand. Stop trying to create excuses and just get started. No. No. You get like, yeah, listen, people in the community and stuff like that, sure, I guess people spreading your stuff around generally, yeah, it's cool, it's good. He's not just taking he's literally just stealing content. He's not like, yo guys, look at this cool clip by this, or is he even crediting the creators that he's taking this stuff from? Because people, when they typically, clip stuff, they're like, hey, check out this person, they do great stuff. This guy is just like, check me out, I post great stuff, which is not true. You post other people's stuff. You don't post anything yourself. Yeah, he doesn't even drive in GTA himself, dude. You can't do anything. He can't do anything. He literally is incapable of doing anything. He can't even load up like fucking, he can't even load up like freaking Fruit Ninja and start cutting some goddamn fruit by himself. He can't even do that. He can't play no game. He can't. You think this guy could make the Watch Your Jet clip from GTA? No, he can't. Who's gonna stop me? The police? What are the police gonna do when I commit crimes, huh? Yo, can you imagine if this guy gets like sued by China? Can you imagine if Xi Jinping sues him? That'd be so funny. Yeah, it's crazy. No talent, no creativity, no interesting thoughts to put into the world, only greed. This guy is running his whole life based solely off of greed. That's wild. That's honestly surprising right there. It's not really, but content creator be like. He's just like me. Okay. There's so much stuff out here today. There's so many things out here today. Yo, did you see this? Did you see this road rage? There was a crazy road rage incident the other day. I don't think there are any slurs in here, but I don't know. We're just gonna wing it and then see what happens. There's probably not any. Dude, I'd be so scared. It's like driving through a zombie apocalypse, man. They're just like beating on your car as you're trying to make it to the next outpost. Hey, can you imagine? Hops out of her car, starts like rapid fire on your, like, on the side of your car, dude. That's crazy. I'm going to work, lady. Chill. Chill. I'm going to work, lady. Chill. Calm down.
This meme is very real.
Is she chasing him?
She just hit my car.
Now that's true. That's true, buddy. Bro, you gotta keep going. You gotta, she's still back there, man. You didn't get her. Back up. Oh, back up, bro. You gotta stop her, man. If you don't stop her now, somebody else will. It has to be done now. We have to end it. Also, she hopped out of her car. That's a free car. Move your feet, lose your seat. As long as I'm saying, as long as I'm here. To a road rager scary. She's so scary. She got in her car. Yo, that's why she just showed up. She just appeared next to him, dude. What's happening? It's a real life jump scare. This is actually what it's like to live in the Five Nights at Freddy's world, just so you know. That's wild. Hey, yo. How long has it been since he saw her? Boom, hit the car in 2 seconds. What? In 14 seconds? It took her 12 seconds to pull up. That's crazy.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Why are you so...
I'm gonna break your motherfucking face. Yo, dude, you gotta get out of there, man.
Hog.
Did I see your text? No, I didn't. Thanks for the sub. What? Here, wait 1 moment. Please stop singing the dream song in VODs. It's been stuck in my head. I'm sorry. Your text. Wait a second. Oh yeah. Hey, just take your time. Sorry, I haven't been on my phone much. It almost died earlier this morning, so it's just been on the charger all day. Yeah, I'm just take your time. Just chill out. It's all good. If you need more time, just let me know. Don't sweat it. You don't need to overexert yourself on while you're sick. Everybody wish editor Argo well. She's going through it right now. You know, girls, sometimes they be going through it. So wish her well. And hopefully she'll be feeling better soon. Instant transmission. Her car's, it's like, you ever wonder if like the way in which she just appeared next to him is how it's like in the future with faster than light travel. You know what I mean? Like you'll just be chilling out on the far end of the Milky Way galaxy, eating like space jerky, eating like an alien Slim Jim bar with your feet kicked up on the starboard deck, and then randomly out of nowhere, boom, the Imperial ship appears next to you and tells you that you're going to be taken to jail for violating their code of not giving them all of your money, only to suck your ship into the mothership, and then they pull you out of the car and begin beating you with with space age technology that makes it feel like the beating has been going on for 500 years, but actually they only hit you once. It is kind of a black woman jump scare. She's a Terminator. Chest is killing me. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. It's okay. I'm sorry.
So mad? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Why? Why are you so mad?
Oh no!
Why are you threatening me? I'm just trying to get to work. I'm just trying to.
Did you see that? She's doing like the gun motion.
So mad. Why are you so mad? Why? Why are you so
Look at that.
mad?
Oh no, dude.
I'm just trying to get to work. I'm just trying to get to work.
Oh, she's getting out of the car. Run, dude. You gotta go. You gotta get out of there, dude. She's coming. Help. She's doing finger guns, dude. Drive. Yeah, hit the gas, man. We gotta go. You don't get it. You don't know how scary this is. Is this Texas? I would not be shocked if this was Texas. I would definitely not be shocked if this is Texas. What the hell? Somebody said there's only one solution to this. Oh, I'm gonna mute this. I'm not. Wait. I'm gonna mute it for you guys. I want to see if there's any slurs in here, cause he said, "Hey." The way that man just said, "Hey, you stupid," I'm very scared about what the next words will be. I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt a shiver down the back of my spine on that one. I got goosebumps. Wait here. I gotta take a listen to this. Okay. All right. Wait. No, it's pretty good.
Hey, you stupid motherfucker! Why don't you learn how to fucking drive, you dumb fuck? Fuck you too, bitch! Do something, motherfucker! Pull up! You ain't gonna do shit! Fuck up! You ain't gonna do shit! Fuck up!
Honestly, he's smarter than I took him credit for. He's way smarter than I took him credit for. He said, "Do something you won't." Moments before this, and just in a second, the road rage disappears. Just like that, he's gone, vanished into the ether. It's crazy how you activated my trap card. He hit the brake quick. That's crazy. I've never seen somebody hit the brake that bad. So white people do understand self-preservation. Of course, of course. Of course, of course. Many such cases. Many such cases. With all that being said, wait here. There's some other memes in here. Real quick. Did you see that the election of Javier Milei in Argentina has turned like American conservatives back into 2023 conservatives back into like 2016 conservatives? Like, this is what their memes look like right now. This shit's crazy. This is actually what the shit's looking like. I'm gonna tell you, the right is getting way better at comedy. The type of stuff that they're putting out these days is like, it's genuinely shocking. I'm getting scared that the culture war may be over soon and it's a lost for the left. It's lost. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to recover from this type of stuff. The grip that they have on culture right now, they're gripping, they're twisting, and they're stroking. And I'm just not sure if we can pull them off. They may need the jaws of life to get them off culture at this rate. Did you see the trailer for the new Daily Wire comedy? Oh, you mean this? Lady Ballers, the Daily Wire movie where their conservative hosts dress up like women and then, I don't know, pretend to abuse children. Here, let's take a look.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed, the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
This meme is very real.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women.
Wow, women. Guys, women's just, they just like, have you ever thought about how they just kind of suck at everything? Look at
For the
that.
Global Games.
Look at that. They just suck at everything. They literally can't do anything. And that's why they need big, strong men to protect them from other men. Because, like, if not, what would women have in this world? The answer is nothing. Unless we give it to them. So, if you think about it, the conservatives are doing those girls a favor out there. Terrible shot put for them. Well, they are women. What do you expect from them, right? Like, they can't throw a shot put like that. This is how they defend women's sports? Yeah, I guess, but like, they never actually cared about women or women's sports. They actively make fun of women's sports. None of them watch women's sports. None of them care about women's sports. They just they've never cared about women's sports. What they care about is controlling women. Like when is the Daily Wire ever like donated to the women's sports around the country, or like donate to stop like women from being abused in women's sports by their coaches and whatnot, you know, or like donating to them having better equipment and stuff like that, advocated for them on like a campus level for their sports to be taken more seriously than like the boys sideshow event where the women try to attempt to do what the guys do, but like way worse because they're women, right? Women's sports was always a made-up issue by cons. Well, in trans people in women's sports is a made-up issue by cons. There's a lot of problems with women's sports, like abuse, like sexual exploitation, derogatory like rhetoric and attitudes and confrontations against them. You know, there's a bunch of stuff that women have to go through in women's sports. And just generally not being taken seriously, right? Like some of the biggest clips about women's sports out there on YouTube are just, have you seen them before? Have they ever popped up in your like YouTube recommended? It's just basically a picture of a gymnast ass in her like really tight gymnast shorts. And it's just like, whoa, the best gym shots of like the best fucking gymnast, the 2023 like regionals or whatever. right? And that's just it. And like all the comments are, damn, I wish she would grab a hold of my bar, as this girl is literally like working her entire life to be able to do things that none of these people would ever be able to even think about doing when it comes to gymnastics. But she's only even recognized when it comes to her body, and she's never taken seriously. Oh yeah, like those volleyball clips. Yeah, volleyball girls, right? It's crazy. Yeah, they're only concerned about women's sports as being able to sexualize the athletes, and outside of that, the athletes aren't anything funny, aren't anything like important to even think about.
Want us to compete as women? $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
Join.
Huh? Oh, that's Walsh.
Says you were a great coach back in the day.
Nice. Nice one. Oh, is this him cosplaying as a liberal?
Great coach back in the day.
Join.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Coach?
Alex,
We could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
It's time
We're in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
to play
Lady Balders. Mount up.
like a girl.
Guess what? I'm with her.
Dude, he said I'm with her as he did a layup. This is crazy. Ooh, they should write about this in textbooks. I want this to be remembered. This is so good, honestly. Why are the wigs so cheap? Because that's what like trans people look like. You ever seen a trans people before? It's just like wig. It's just like wig, honestly. It's just like cheap wig. So JP is the coach? No, that's Jeremy. Well, it's not JP, it's JB. That's Jeremy Boring, the co-CEO, co-founder of the Daily Wire. He's behind the scenes a lot of the time. $2,000s ass shitty straight to DVD comedy. Yeah, it's like a really bad straight to DVD comedy that nobody thinks about. And I mean, it's not even straight to DVD because it's straight to Daily Wire. It's straight to their like streaming service, and that's like literally it. Great job, Double Dragon against Walsh with Gunter. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. It was super fun. I have to go there more. I need more experience, but you know, there's always room to be better. You're playing Matt Walsh's love interest. Can I quit? Can I get out of here? Can you imagine like actual actors who are like, man, this sounds like it'd be so cool. Who are like, oh man, finally I'm gonna have a break to be able to work on a project, and then they go, so you're going to be Matt Walsh's lover as you pretend to be a trans person. And okay.
Like a girl.
Right. I'm with her. Believe in my truth. This is my truth.
Pro heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to sheroes.
we could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
Oh man, this is really gonna go super well with the non-US audience. Yes. Soccer sport. Oh, those fucking field fairies. Oh, real sport. Oh, that's hilarious, bro. They rolled. Fuck you, rolled. Oh, fuck soccer. So true. It's crazy how in like a lot of women play soccer. A lot of women out of all the sports, I think soccer has one of the largest, female populations of athletes. My little sister played soccer, and they honestly, in their movie about trying to satirize the quote unquote left's destruction of women's sports, they still have to shit on women and the sports that they play. They actually can't not do it. They have to shit on things women do. It's just what they believe. They just think that the left's doing it in a bad way, I guess. They say that because the U.S. football team sucks. Guys, does the U.S. soccer team suck? Or is the U.S. soccer team ass? Is that true? Yes? Okay. But it's honestly kind of not fair. Because in many countries, especially, like South and Central American countries, kids are like playing soccer in their... Kids are like playing soccer in their little towns to be able to escape poverty and whatnot. We do that here in the States. We do that too. It's only usually with like basketball and football, not like non-US football, real football. The men's team is the women's team going crazy? Wait, is the US women's soccer team going like pogging out 24/7, but the men's team is giga ass? Or are both teams ass? Yeah, women's usually wins the worlds. Yo, wait a second. So our women team wins worlds and like the Daily Wire is still shitting on soccer? The women's team is very talented. That goes so crazy. Okay, like our men's team in soccer doesn't win worlds that much, but how many Super Bowls has Brazil won? I don't want to be that guy, but like, you gotta do a little, you gotta put it into compare. How many Super Bowls has Brazil won? I'm gonna answer for you. The answer is not many. The answer is really not many. What the fuck is a Super Bowl? As expected.
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Oh, they're just, yeah, okay. We hate women. We do actually hate women's sport. They just want to let you know that, listen, I know we're getting on the trans people, but this is just about trans people. We really don't care about women's sports. Let's not get it confused to let you think that we care about what we don't. We don't care about women's. We never have, actually.
I said sport, Felix. It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.
Excuse me. Are these seats open?
They got Ted Cruz. Yeah, this guy doesn't belong in Congress. This guy doesn't belong in Congress.
Never mind.
Getting dunks. And tucking trunks.
Huh?
No, she didn't. That's the biggest.
What? Wait. Okay. All right. Also, is this Is this the girl who looks like Ben Shapiro? Is this Femme Shapiro here? This is Femme Shapiro, right? Yeah. That shit's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I didn't know Ben was in this. Of course, of course. Live from Nashville. Live from Nashville. Yeah, man. Okay. There it is. It's been here the whole time. I'm gonna be real with you. This is middle school trash humor. I'm telling you, this is why I wanted to do a segment on conservative comedy and specifically conservative satire soon. But the thing is, when it comes to when it comes here's the thing. All right, when it comes to satire, you have to be smart to be able to do satire. That's something that you really don't, that a lot of people don't really get, and why a lot of satire communities, especially on Reddit, fall apart to just the people who actually believe the things that they're supposed to be satirizing fall into. Like Gamers Rise Up. Gamers Rise Up, like r/Gamers Rise Up was supposed to be satirizing people who supposed to believe the whole Gamers Rise Up thing. Instead, or like the game oppressed gamers, right? That's what it's supposed to be, but instead they just did the thing because they actually just believe it. They just started saying the things they actually believe because they started attracting people that genuinely believe that stuff because it wasn't well moderated, and because they just weren't smart enough to be able to distinguish satire from somebody just saying something outright but trying to say it in the form of a joke instead. And so the reason why a lot of conservative satire simply doesn't work is a couple reasons. But I feel like one of the biggest is because they just simply don't understand what they're supposed to be satirizing. That's like a big thing that comes with it, is like you have to be able to understand what you're satirizing. Who's saying that you just put on a wig and then go on to to a basketball court? Who says this? Who does that? What are you supposed to be satirizing here? It's not what they're, yeah, you're so right. They're confusing satire with straw man. Satire is supposed to be, satire is not only supposed to make you laugh, but it's supposed to go you're supposed to go so true when you say it, you know? That's supposed to be the point with it. It's supposed to be able to show some truth by absurdly displaying something that somebody genuinely believes. But here they're talking about something that like literally nobody believes, while also trying to play it off as satire, when it just comes off as them just using their own imagination to be like, aren't these guys so crazy, while sticking it to no one. And on top of that, like, a lot of comedy is really funny when it's punching up at people with more power by trying to take them down a peg a little bit, or doing a little bit of comedy in that way. Conservatives just punch down at like minorities and women. Those are their subjects, because instead of them doing comedy for the sense of bringing people together, they do comedy and satire to ridicule. That's their whole point, because at the end of the day, their comedy has a sort of like fuck you at the end of it, right? It's not supposed to be fun or lighthearted. Their comedy is always supposed to be a serious, just so you know, we don't like you type thing. And this is right after their like, this is like one of their big film right after what? Their school shooter film that they made. It's comedy, but not for you. I find it hard to even call it comedy, not because I disagree with it, but because it's simply just dick sucking. That's what it is. They're performing autofellatio. They've turned their mouth into the Auto Blow 3000, and they're going crazy on their own dick. And that's just what this is. Die hard at school. Now, a satire of this cringe would be hilarious. Now, if this was supposed to be targeted towards conservatives, like it's like the conservative ideals of what, like the conservative, satirizing the conservative idea of what they think's happening. Oh, satirizing the conservative idea of what they think is happening in women's sports. That would be really funny, actually.
That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady. I don't care.
What?
Lady Ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
Okay. Wait, is that Poop Girl? Is that Poop Girl? Wait, who? Not Lauren. Lauren. What's it? There's way too many racist Laurens. Which Lauren is this? Real. It's not Lauren Shen. What's Poop Girl's name? Does anybody remember? Michael knows. No. What's Poop Girl? You're the Nazi Poop Girl. Caitlin Bennett. Thank you. That wasn't Caitlin Bennett. I don't think so. What do they call those shows with blackface again? A menstrual show. Yeah, so I mean, this is just like a trans menstrual show. That's what they're putting on right now. Yeah, Boom Boom Bennett. Yeah. Many people also say Poo Poo Bennett as well. Thank you. I forgot her name. You haven't talked about that girl in a while. Anyways. Yo, look at this comment section, dude. Featuring Riley Gaines. Yeah, that makes sense. It took balls to make this. I cut my dick off to be in this. You better go see it. This movie could have been released in theaters in 2005 and everybody would have laughed at 1, how silly, and 2, how unrealistic, and 3, how immoral something like this would be. Yet somehow it became our reality. Yeah, this is why conservative humor isn't funny. Because they actually just believe the thing that they're talking about. They're just it's not satire. They're just talking. Being the bar, dude, just like direct to DVD. Nobody would ever see this, man. But then they would call that anti-conservative bias if nobody went to go watch it. In 2005, 90% of people didn't even know what a trans person was. And most people didn't really care that much. For the people who did know what a trans person was, they just didn't care that much. They can't distinguish between reality and fiction because comedy's supposed to have a level of fiction to it, but they all just believe they live in the fiction. So they're trying to satirize real life in the same, well, they're trying to satirize with like things pulling in like the opposite direction. They're pulling from their false reality. It's weird. Blue checks love it. Of course they all do. This is amazing. Babylon Bee has taught us that part of reaching the culture is knowing how to use humor and to make important points on morality. Yeah, man. Babylon Bee has really reached the culture, haven't they? They really reached the culture right here. Hamas awarded with Nobel Peace Prize for releasing a few of the children they kidnapped. Israel? Yo, there are people who are like 16 now who were captured by Israel at the age of like 5. San Francisco residents gathered downtown for annual lighting of giant crack pipe. Derek Chauvin charged with assaulting inmate Shiv. Now that would be really funny. I can't tell you how funny it would be if this actually happened. History made as Irish citizens riot while completely sober. What are you, like 50? Oh wait, you are 50. San Francisco holds 100% off Black Friday sale. Okay. Sad, the Napoleon movie appears to be about some French guy and not the high school kid with awesome bow staff skills and friggin' sweet dance moves. They're really going at it. Comedy, please laugh. The Onion is better. Of course The Onion is better. They're always have been better. The Babylon Bee was made specifically to be like the conservatives version of The Onion, because The Onion would like make fun of them, and they were like, we don't like that. We want to make fun of you guys. And so they just made their own. Which, you know, I'm way better with about I'm way happier with that than them just complaining about The Onion all the time. But I know they still do anyways, which is really funny, because they'll still go into The Onion's comment section and be like, unfunny, Babylon Bee clears you, when they obviously don't. Oh, they hate The Onion so bad. Oh, they hate The Onion so bad. Men pretending to be women go to lunch with man pretending to be Catholic. Yeah, I hate the Pope. So true. The Polar Express voted best Christmas movie by serial killers. Have I told you guys before that back when I was in school, I wasn't allowed to watch, I was in a Christian school. I wasn't allowed to watch The Polar Express when it came out, because, well, at first they set us up to watch The Polar Express. It was like one of those movies that they were going to play nearing the end of the year. But then they canceled the event and said that we weren't going to be watching The Polar Express because they said it was, I'm not sure if they specifically said satanic, but they said it was a movie about wanting to kill God, and so they canceled us watching it. But why it's so whimsical and wholesome? They said it was their, if I remember correctly, they said it was them trying to find a way through the Polar Express to challenge and then kill God. They kill God in that movie? I don't believe so, now that I'm older. JRPG Polar Express. Yeah. Yeah. How do you even come to that conclusion? I don't know. Okay, but the uncanny faces in Polar Express do give a big kill God vibes. Okay. Where did they get that message from? I don't know. I still to this very day, I've never. Oh, my bad. It was the Golden Compass. It wasn't Polar Express. Sorry. It was Golden Compass. It was Golden Compass. It was Golden Compass, not Polar Express. Polar Express is the one where they drift the train over an ice lake, right? No, that's cool. We watched that shit. We watched that so bad. That was really good. Golden Compass is what they wanted us to watch, and then they said no because they wanted to kill God or something. Now, is that true? Did they want to kill God in Golden Compass? Kind of. That's actually true. Only saw it once. I know that there's a polar bear. I don't know. Like, I thought the Golden Compass was just like some Christmas movie with a polar bear or something. Is it like, it does like a talking polar bear with golden armor descend upon like fucking 1900s England, post-war, just so you know, going, hello dear, hello my dear summer child, we are now going to exterminate the Christian God. Is that what happens? Time to Kill God, Travis Scott starts playing. There's Daemons in it. Okay. I remember the bear losing its jaw. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to spoil the movie. I'm scrolling through the IMDb right now. Think I could find like the reviews. What are the reviews for this? I kind of want to see what's going on now. Many people give this a 6. The highest rating people give this is a 6. Well, the most amount of ratings people give this is a 6. FAQ. User reviews. Show all. Yeah, show all. I gotta check this out now. Featured. Hide spoilers. Nah.
Hog.
Yeah, I gotta check this out now. Cause I don't know if anybody here knows. I don't know. Let me do F3 God. Anybody talk about God? Somebody said, my God, man, 1 out of 10. That doesn't seem good though. Dear God, if you're going to make a film from a book, stick to the book or make up your own completely. Thank God for casting directors and actors who can do their jobs. Okay. I don't know. Nobody's talking about God here. So I don't know if they're lying about killing God in the in Golden Compass. I will just say that I still haven't watched Golden Compass to this very day because it was not provided to me as a child due to my Christian school telling me that they killed God in that thing, and I said okay, and then I went to go play with my Legos. So that's how that went. Mattress Surfer, thanks for the 21 months in a row. Sounds kind of mid, not gonna lie. That's true. You know what's not mid, and it is about killing God, but it's not about the Christian God. It's about a made up story God. So it's like a JRPG in that sense. Undead Unluck, which I would say is a good film. It's a good series. I would say get it. I would say go check it out. I would go check out Undead Unluck. Pretty cool, pretty epic. I thoroughly enjoy it. Anyways. Did somebody say something about Jews? I was looking in the comment section again. All right then. Is it poggers? I would say Undead Unluck is genuinely quite poggers. It's quite poggerino, I would say. I'm pogging out when I see it. It's just good. It's just a good time. I'm not gonna lie. I know it picks up. It picks up after chapter. I can't say it picks up after chapter 30. It gives you the idea of what it's going to be in the first couple chapters, and you're like, oh, more, and you could be a little bit like, oh, more anime drivel, more manga drivel. And honestly, you wouldn't necessarily be completely wrong, but then it becomes less of anime drivel, and it turns into anime pog. It turns into manga pog later. And I think it's I wouldn't say it's necessarily a slow burn, but it's definitely picking up, I would say. It doesn't seem like a super short, like a super long story. This is no One Piece, thank God. But yeah, I think it's just really good. Oh, I saw the first episode and I thought it was interesting. I thought somebody told me about it and I was like, it sounds like something that I might like. And I don't know, after chapter 9, you can see the direction it's going, and I'm going to tell you, like, the change in direction after like chapter 8 or 9, it's well worth sticking around for, because the payoffs for that later in the series are very good. Like your time invested into watching it is respected, which I like. Of course, the male essays the female. That's the most. I can't listen. It is a piece of Japanese media, so unfortunately, yes, the female the female co-protagonist gets her boobs touched unwillingly at some point, assaulted. Many people would say, which if they were real people would be the correct term for what that action would be. Yeah. But I will say, he does say sorry, and he also makes up for it, and he also changes. So I'm like, you know what? It was a learning experience. It wasn't played off as him being the good guy.
This meme is very real.
He wasn't good. The story wasn't like, haha, he's so hilarious and cool for doing that. They were like, yo, don't do that. It's a bit of, yo, don't do that. I can't use Viz Media in this house, but I'll check it out whenever. What do you mean you can't use Viz Media? What happened to Viz? Did like Captain Viz, did like Mr. Viz like try to take down your family or something? What happened? What are you talking about? Is this Shark's media review segment? I don't know, maybe, I guess. I guess possibly. I'm just chilling, honestly. Viz has been exiled. I will say, like, Undead Unluck, it almost got a tear out of me. I'm not gonna lie. If you think it's like, it's at first you think it's gonna be, like I said, like manga drivel, I'm gonna go crazy guy main character, no, don't do that, you're so crazy girl main character. It does change. It changes, and it changes pretty quick too. So I would say give it like a little bit of time. Give it a tiny bit of time to be able to win you over, and I think it's worth the effort personally. It had you in the first half. You do need to let it cook a little bit. You really don't need to let it cook for that long. This isn't, I'm telling you, this isn't a One Piece situation where you need to let it cook for 500 chapters. You need to let it cook for like 6. But after that, it really picks up, which is still sooner than Kagurabachi. so yeah, it's not necessarily too bad. Hey, One Piece is worth the cooking though. I didn't say it's not. I'm just saying you don't need to. It's not something that you need to let let sit for overnight. If we're talking about cook time, Undead Unluck for the recommended, cook time is probably like a 25-minute meal. It's a 25-minute one-pot meal. One Piece is is one of those dishes that you spend the weekend making. You dedicate the weekend to making this type of dish. You know what I mean? It's like ramen or pho or something. You know what I mean? Like you gotta find a place that sells beef bones, and you gotta broil it for. You gotta set it on the stove for like a day to cook and simmer for a while. It's just like one of those things. It's different. I think JJK cooks immediately. It cooks immediately, in my personal opinion. It's like if like Undead Unluck is the 25-minute one pot dish that you see like a 1 minute tasty video on that you were like that you saved at some point in time and you're like, I like that. JJK is like pulling a fistful of your favorite cheese straight out of the refrigerator. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's one of those things where you just, you know, you take a pinch of your favorite cheese, your shredded cheese in there, or you take a little slice of a block of your favorite cheese in the refrigerator, and you just take a bite and you're like, I needed me some of that. It's like a Baby Bell, you know? Like what the unwrapping of the Baby Bell is basically just like opening the book at that point. Place your One Piece in the 270 fan oven for 40 minutes, turning halfway through. That's true. That's true. One Piece is the century egg. That's true. Many people are saying this. But yeah. Oh, let me tell you guys what I've been doing in my spare time. Out of nowhere, I really wanted to become good at Mario Kart. So my new, if you want a little update on my new, what's it called? Like personal interests. My new little interest, my new ADHD interest that I've been in recently has been, weren't you already? No. Yeah, my new hyperfixation is becoming good at Mario Kart. And so I've been spending some time doing time trials and getting into the nitty-gritty of Mario Kart tech recently, and it's been very fun, I can't lie. You guys wanna do a little Mario Karting later today? DJK is currently my favorite thing. Following the manga currently, and things have gotten absolutely nuts. Yo, what chapter are you on, buddy? Don't spoil it, but you can just say like a chapter number. I probably know what you're talking about. I might. Taka Goat. No, that's true. He really is the Taka Goat. Is the GF better at Mario Kart? She did beat, we played online together not too long ago, and she beat me some races. I wouldn't necessarily say she's better at Mario Kart, but she's good. 242? Oh, you're caught up. Oh, yeah, things are quite wild. You're right. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. In the Daily Wire anti-trans movie, they didn't hire actual actors to do stuff in the movie. They just had the people already working at Daily Wire put the movie together. They don't even have real actors. Real actors didn't even want to sign their name under this shit. It's just politicians and people working at the Daily Wire. They ran out of money? No, they ran out of friends is what they did. And people who are actually talented don't work at the Daily Wire. People who are talented don't work at the Daily Wire because the prerequisite to working at the Daily Wire is being untalented. Like every popular person at the Daily Wire has their Hitler artist moment at some point in time. Whether that be Ben Shapiro when writing shitty books or Michael Knowles with never getting picked up for actual acting gigs. Everybody has, or Candace Owens with never getting picked up with any acting gigs. They all have their own like villain origin story where they tried to be an artist and nobody gave a shit. So they turned to being a conservative weirdo instead. Ben's book is wild. Take a bullet for you, babe. The requirement is to be a failed artist to be employed at the Daily Wire. I really think that's starting to become 100% true. Ram, that might be spoilers. We're not going to talk about it. I appreciate you. I don't want to explain how or why it's spoilers, because then people can get an idea about how it might be. Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to but yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the series. I think it's fantastic. So it's my favorite series personally. I mean, you can see this, like this stack right here is my big stack of all English JJK books. So oh, but yeah, anyways, I just wanted to become really good at Mario Kart. It just seems so fun. So I've been learning about so many different things. Favorite character? I mean my main character, obviously, Yuji. Yuji Itadori. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. What a cool cat. I love that guy. One of the best guys, honestly. Mario Kart been on the list of things I could probably get into, but I am just way worse at motivating myself. I don't know, it's just like, just randomly I was just, you know what? Becoming good at Mario Kart sounds super fun because of the way the Mario Kart tech is actually pretty cool. I learned about so many different things recently. There's just so much different stuff. There's just like, apparently it's not always efficient it's not optimal to always trick off of a ramp or a boost pad ramp. Or even a glider ramp sometimes. Sometimes it's better to drift off of the ramp and then get into the glider section or ramp section and then continue your drift, because you can add up a drift in the middle of the air. So like a drift even in the air is able to build up your drift meter for you to be able to get an ultra boost by the time that you land. And you can also drift while going in one direction because your momentum is conserved. So it's actually super duper efficient. So you can land with a boost out on top of the boost that you got when you hit the ramp. And I was like, that's so cool. That's actually really cool. That's a really cool thing. Too much tech. And then there's like soft drifting in 30 degrees up and down from the direct left and right angle on your joystick. You can also get an optimal boost range. If you've ever noticed in Mario Kart that sometimes you charge a boost faster than other times, it's because there's an optimal boost charging range that the game checks when you're in a drift every single frame. And if you're in the optimal range, the boost like charges by a factor of 5, but if you don't, it charges by a factor of 1. So you want to stay in that range for as long as possible during a turn, and that's how pros are able to get boost way faster than you. I was like, this is crazy. This is craziness. Wait, for real? Yes. Yes, actually. I tried it. On the first turn of Dry Bones Desert, or Dry Bones Dunes, I think that's what that's called. You can charge up a super mini boost, or super mini turbo, which is like the yellow mini turbo. You can charge up one of those during the first turn by focusing on staying in that optimal range. I was like, that's so cool. That's crazy. It's so interesting. There's so much little tech. So much little tech, you know? And apparently hopping is crazy too. Apparently, if you don't hold the drift button and then you just hop, if you ever notice that you can just hop, apparently the hop isn't just like a cute meme that you can just do for fun. Apparently the hop is an actually really important thing. And if you're misaligned after a drift, you can press the drift button, just press it to do a little hop, and then you can turn your cart to realign without having to turn on the ground, so you're able to do sharper turns because you can turn more quickly in the air than on the ground. And I was like, this is pure insanity. It's pure craziness. I had no clue about any of this type of stuff, but yo, there you go. And I've been trying to implement all of these little memes. Also, I've been bagging. Also, I started bagging. In my lower rank lobbies, I can't lie, I've begun bagging a little bit. Not like, oh boy, I'm going to start bagging. But it's more like, if I'm getting like bodied, if I get Mario Karted, if I get comboed, wombo comboed even, I'm just like, I'm gonna bag. You kind of drive slow, you get to the back, you get all the coins that everybody's dropping in front of you. You collect all of the double boxes since you have no competition, and then you just race back to the front. It's really nice. I want a game like that. But yeah, anyways, with all that little tech, we do a little chaos. Yeah, and anyways, learning all this new tech has been super duper fun. And so there's more stuff that goes into Mario Kart than I thought, than just pressing the A button and driving forward and drifting. Boo. It's not like, listen, they nerfed crazy bagging that the pros do, like sitting at the back of the, like sitting at the back and just collecting box after box, which I think is great. I don't bag by just sitting there. You just, you know, you just let people pass you, and then you, just so you can get out of the way of like the middle of the pack where everybody keeps throwing shit at each other, because it starts to get really annoying. That's when you don't have fun. Thoughts on non-race type play? It's good for 30 minutes with your friends. If you've got 30 minutes to kill after, if you like been playing Mario Kart for 1-2 hours and you guys are about to wrap up, but you're like, we could play a little bit more, but you don't feel like playing more races specifically, and you're like, I want to play like 20 minutes, like, I don't know, like 5 to 10, 20 minutes of like more Mario Kart. You know, it's a good palate cleanser. It's like being in the cologne store or the perfume store, and it's you taking a whiff of the coffee grounds, you know? It's taking a whiff of the coffee grounds. That's basically what it is. Sitting back and chucking blue shells. No, you don't want a blue shell. That's bad. That won't really get you back to the front like that. One thing that I haven't experienced though is trying to dodge a blue shell with a mushroom. I'm not that good. I want to do it, but I haven't done it yet. I've been practicing the skip on DK Mountain. You know the new track that they added in like wave 5, I think, DK Mountain. There's a skip that you can do in like the windy section where you can jump over like half of the track. I've been practicing that. I've also been practicing the DK Summit. Yeah, it's called DK Summit, right? Yeah, the DK Summit skip too. I'm really not as good as that. I can hit the DK Mountain one. Also, there's way too many DK tracks. Donkey Kong is just, he's dominating the tracks. I think Donkey Kong has more tracks than Mario does at this point. Anyways. Oh yeah, this was crazy. Remember this time in our lives? Remember this time in our lives where, like back in 2019, where John Ossoff won his race against David Perdue, and then we had radical liberal Raphael Warnock win his race against hedge fund insano Kelly Loeffler, and then a day after that was January 6th. Like, it's just crazy. Simpler times. I'm not sure if I would say simpler. It was a wild time. It was an absolutely insane time to be alive. It was just, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to think about it. It was just crazy. What a world. What an insane world. Oh, what a world. What am I looking at? Un momento. That's working at Safeway when January 6th happened. It was my birthday. I was doing a birthday stream when January 6th happened. I'm like, hey guys, I got off work early because it's my birthday stream, and then I turned on the stream, and I like loaded up my stuff, and trending everywhere was conservatives rioting at the Capitol, breaking into the Capitol building and the House of Representatives, and I was like, huh? I think we watched Ashley Babbitt get shot. No, we didn't see her get shot specifically. I don't think anybody. I wasn't watching that stream, but we did see her dead body get. We did see live her dead body get like put on a stretcher and taken out of the Capitol. That was wild. Oh, great birthday, President! Insurrection. Yeah, it's my birthday. And it gets taken up just like that. It was just. I feel like everybody involved in leftist activism I've met plays Mario Kart. Yeah, but like so many people play Mario Kart. I don't play Mario Kart that often, really. I don't play it that often, but like, you know, I want to get better at it. Didn't someone get trampled to death? Yeah, a lady who drove there with a "Don't Tread on Me" flag got. A woman who went to the Capitol riot and was looking to get into the Capitol carrying a libertarian "Don't Tread on Me" flag was trampled to death by her fellow freedom-loving patriots. Don't trample me, bro. Comes with "Don't tread on me" sign. Proceeds to get treaded. What a way to go out. Yeah, it's pretty wild how they just stepped on her bones and they just did not care. Yeah, she actually became the most treaded person, period. Anyways, with that being said, what's this?
I'm sure everybody heard last night that the Irish basically played a game of fuck around and find out, and they lit up their city. And why, do you ask?
What?
Because Ireland are sick and tired of the governing class, who has let thousands of these migrants and illegal citizens into their countries and into their neighborhoods and into their streets, where they've caused violence against against their people.
Their people? What happened? The Dublin riot. So what happened in Dublin? Okay. All right, we gotta find this out. Nothing I do is performative.
Nothing I do is performative.
So I wouldn't go to an Irish person like Allie and ask her what's going on because she lives in America and she probably isn't aware of what's happening in Dublin at the moment. What a fucking liar, dude. What a Weasley heckin' liar, dude. Holy shoot, dude. Holy heckin' shoot, dude. I'm trying to find like a normal video on this. So what's this? I'm not sure if I can show this because I'm not sure if there's going to be any blood. And I'm not allowed to show any blooding of anybody. And no one can bleed on stream. Not even myself. Okay, everyone's chilling. Good to know. All right. What's this? We learn.
Amidst the rumours, one thing's for sure. Last night, Dublin burned. Rage clearly directed at the police, looting. On the surface, an archetypal riot. So where did it start and why? There was a knife attack yesterday afternoon outside a primary school. 3 children were stabbed. One of them, a 5-year-old girl, was critically injured. 2 adults are also still in hospital. The incident likely a catalyst for the rioting. Very quickly, online, far-right leaders ramped up the rhetoric, describing the attacker as a foreigner, blaming immigration.
Unbelievable scenes in Dublin. Oh, that's not what Irish people sound like. This is what happens when an imported foreigner stabs your children, then the state tries to silence your anger. Ireland got a taste of multiculturalism. What the hell? You say your name is Britain first and you're trying to talk about you caring about Ireland? Okay.
In fact, the Gardaí, the Irish police service, has issued very little detail. In a press release, it says the person of interest in this case is a man in his 50s and that he hasn't been arrested.
These criminals did not do what they did because they love Ireland. They did not do what they did because they wanted to protect Irish people. They did not do it out of any sense of patriotism, however warped. They did so because they're filled with hate.
In this video we found on a far-right social media platform, these men are accused of looting before being told to go back to their own country.
Go on back to their own country and do it.
The Gardaí has blamed the rioting on a complete lunatic hooligan faction, the Commissioner's words. And
a hooligan faction? I'm gonna write that down. Where's my phone? I know this is a serious topic, but the term hooligan faction, I gotta keep this one around. Wait a second. Hooligan factions, crazy. Okay, I got it. Moving on. Can you streets because you're like completely surrounded by and inside of a hooligan faction? Shark, the guy who did the stabbing, was in the UK for 20 years after migrating. I mean, I don't know anything about the guy yet, but that wouldn't really surprise me.
the messaging at Telegram is the online space in which a lot of this ideology flourishes. In fact, a couple of years ago, a report revealed that from 2019 to 2020, there was a 7,000% jump in the numbers of messages sent by the Irish far right on the platform.
There is a housing emergency in this country and it continues to get worse. There is a lack of healthcare services available to people, a lack of general services available for people in their communities. And anti-immigrant groups are very good at weaponizing these issues to create an us versus them narrative. So it's not that every single person that is mobilized onto the street wants to kick out every person out of this country that isn't ethnically Irish, which is what the extreme far right want to happen, but they are being mobilized because of these kind of wider social issues.
Earlier this year, anti-immigrant protesters gathered at a police station in a Dublin suburb. And in May, Leo Varadkar described as malign opportunism the burning down of a makeshift migrant camp in the city centre. Bar the pandemic, every week for 8 years, the Muslim Sisters of Era have run a soup kitchen on the high street for homeless people. But not tonight.
Looking at the videos that were coming in last night from the very place where we set up our soup room, that's in O'Connell Street, and looking at the sheer danger there, I had to sit with the board and take a collective decision of the safety of not only our team, but of our service users, because we do have immigrants on the queue for the food as well.
The Gardaí have faced criticism for not being tough enough on far-right extremists. Tonight, the leader of Sinn Féin described it as a collapse in policing.
Okay. Oh, a bunch of far-right influencers are trying to say that this attack was done by an quote-unquote illegal immigrant. Do they even know? Do we even know anything about the suspect yet? Of course, it was a British person. Let's see. Did we even know anything about them yet? Dublin riots, what we know about the stabbing attack. What happened in Dublin? 3 children were stabbed. Attack was also injured and under arrest. Was also injured and is under arrest. Police say they do not suspect the involvement of anyone else. According to local reports, the attack happened as pupils emerged from pupils. After the attack and violent unrest, police blamed far-right agitators for the violence. Then more than 400 officers, including many in riot gear, were deployed. And 34 people were arrested over the riots. Who was attacked? Who was behind the attack? Police say unrest was driven by lunatic hooligan faction, driven by a far-right ideology, and warned against misinformation. They're not comment on the identity or nationality of the detained man. So somebody said that they knew that the person was in England for like 2 years or like 20 years or something before the attack. Do we have any information on that at all? Does anybody have any information on that at all? Of our police said in June that the far right wasn't a problem here too. Yeah, it happens. Because they are. People say, where are the police from the far right attack? I ask you, where's Clark Kent when Superman's around? Where is he? Where's Bruce Wayne when you see Batman? Far right have been doing this in Dublin for a minute now. They disturbed travel off some government people traveling in September, and enchanted slogans like the ones on Friday. Okay, that sounds about right. I haven't kept up with the Irish far right, so I'm not really sure. A witness said that the scene was absolute bedlam. All right, these really are European people. As she initially watched events unfold on the street, without thinking, I just took to the road to help out. We got another young man disarmed the attacker with a knife. Another man took the knife and put it away for the police to find it. The grounds are injured. What was the motive behind the attack? He was asked about the potential terrorist link, and he didn't rule it out. Have never ruled out any possibility. They've appeared a slight change stance since earlier. Police said they were keeping an open mind about the terms of investigation, but were satisfied that there was no terrorist link. A standalone incident, not necessarily connected to the wider issue ongoing. Is the area safe? What are people saying? We need to as a country, we need to reclaim Ireland. We need to take it away from the cowards who hide behind masks. No parties, main opposition. European Commission said they were shocked. And that night was an extraordinary outbreak of violence. You know what's? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. How you'll see far right, well, how you see like right wing commentators, you know for a fact there's going to be like, I want to keep an eye on this. This is interesting. I want to know if there's going to be right wing commentators, especially here in the US, who are going to try to say that this is great, and then see how that compares to their statements on BLM. I just want to see what it would be like. It sounds very interesting to me. I really want to know. I can see it. I can see them being like, the beautiful Irish population stands up against the evil horde of disgusting migrants coming to destroy their people. So the riots were completely justified. I'm skipping. I'm rolling. Any blood? Any stabbed children? None? All right, we vibe. What are we talking about? Anti-migrant riots erupted in Dublin on Thursday night in the wake of the stabbing attack outside of the school that left 3 children injured. Wow. They don't write the word suspect once. Assailant isn't in here. Attacker, that's the word they use, and they use it once. The attacker, whose Irish media reported was understood to be a naturalized Irish citizen who had lived in the country for about 20 years, was injured and remains under guard. Police have seized the man's laptop and phone and searched the home as they seek for a motive for the attack. They have not ruled out terrorism or mental health reasons. Irish, some carrying Irish Lives Matter banners. Wait, word spread on social media. Wait, how long were these riots after? Wait, how long were these riots after after the stabbing? Wait. Ireland. What day was this? This is the 24th. Okay, this was the 24th. When did the riots start? Wait. When did the riots start? Does anyone know? Yesterday? Was it the same day? No, it was not. So this was 3 days ago. Calm restored after the riots. Yeah, calm restored. This was the same day. Wait a second, they were rioting the same day? You're telling me you had an Irish Lives Matter sign on you? They just had it in stockpile, or maybe they made it that night or something, I guess. Soon mobilized on the street of central Dublin, attacking and throwing projectiles at police and setting police cars on fire, bus, tram, and buildings on fire. Social media shows agitators harassing journalists while messaging on chat networks, urging rioters to mass themselves, tool up, and violently target migrants. Oh, as well as police and their home. Yo, these people are literally doing what they thought that like BLM protesters were doing back in 2020. This is exactly what these people were saying, that like BLM protesters are going through house to house to kill whiteys. These people are actually like writing on Telegram, yo dude, kill as many migrants as you can see. What are you talking about? And watch conservatives be like, these guys are actually going crazy. These guys really know what's up. I swear they're about to say shit like that. Okay. Do you think we should make this into a full seggy? What do you guys think? We can work on this and turn this into a full seggy, huh? I don't understand. Because this is really interesting. This is super duper interesting. Segification, not the segification. Anyways, all of this was preliminary research to be able to talk about this.
I'm sure everybody heard that
Conor McGregor speaks out. Oh no.
In a renewed critique of the Irish government and its immigration policies, Conor McGregor speaks out following a recent tragic incident in his homeland. Yesterday, on November 24th, a horrifying attack unfolded at a school in the Irish capital, leaving 3 children and 2 adults stabbed and in need for urgent
I'm not sure if there's
hospital
going to be any
treatment.
blood here, so I'm going to
Shockingly,
keep this kind of
one
off
of the
screen.
children sustained CX. Reacting to the situation, he wrote, and I quote, "Blame anyone but themselves. Typical. Worthless you are."
Here we go. Finally, the comment. Blame anybody but themselves. Typical. Worthless you are, Michael. Worthless and spineless. Ryan Casey called you out last week grieving the love of his life, stolen by pawn scum. And nothing but a waffle from you since. Zero action, everything from our lax border with gravy train benefits to our pitiful mental health services to our country in flames is on your watch, and you still have no plan of action. Where is your action now? What are we going to do to ensure this stops happening? How are you going to ensure this ceases to continue in our country? Ireland is fed up with you and your type. Oh no. Is he talking about the prime minister or president of Ireland? AEL. Who is this? Who's this Michael person? Who's this Michael person? Does anybody know? No, that's not the prime minister. Prime minister's name is Leo. President? Oh, I think he's thinking about the Michael Higgins. Is he referring to Michael Higgins, the president of Ireland? I think maybe. Probably. He's probably referring to him. Okay. We are not stopping until there's real change implemented. We need safety. We need security. We need leadership. As of now, we have none of the three. Shame on you and your type. What the hell is your type? He has his own name tattooed on him? That's crazy. The way the media has downplayed the stabbing and focused more on the Irish protesting is honestly disgusting. Kid stabbers supported Hamas. What are you talking? Okay, all right. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Everything that happens has to be them dirty Muslims coming into the country. So, okay, I see it.
Last night that the Irish basically played a game of fuck around and find out, and they lit up their city. And why do you ask? Because Ireland are sick and tired of the governing class who has let thousands of these migrants and illegal citizens into their countries and into their neighborhoods and into their streets where they've caused violence.
Illegal citizens? I mean, all you had to do was do a little bit of reading and you could find out that this person's a naturalized citizen and has been one for 20 years. 20 whole years. But also, what the fuck is an illegal citizen? What are you talking? She doesn't even know what she's talking about, man.
Violence against against their people. And you know
My
what?
people.
The governing class and the police didn't do shit about it. So the Irish did. The Irish have stood up against the governing class, which is exactly what all of us need to start doing, because more of this shit is going to continue to happen. How much more of our nation is everyone willing to sit back and watch as it gets totally eroded from the inside out? Also,
isn't this the same exact argument that like some BLM, that like some people who are like pro who had like a more, I'm trying to phrase this correctly, who had a more lax view or a more sympathetic view on the BLM riots had, like this like standing up against like the ruling class or whatever, but then conservatives would be like, yeah, but you're not standing up against the ruling class by burning down like a mom and pop shop and robbing a Target, like, but that's actually just what that's what these people were doing. Yeah, wait, did you have the same energy in 2020? Sorry, one moment. Did you have the same energy with the BLM riots? I'm just want to be super curious. I'm so curious about your opinion on all that, because I don't know, it's just interesting. It's an interesting thing to believe, personally. She wants far right people to target brown people. May not want it, but I don't know, she might be all right with it.
It starts with the indoctrinating of our kids in all of their classrooms and in their schools. It starts with the TV and the programs and the social media talking heads. You see, when the left go out and riot and deface public monuments and stop Thanksgiving parades from happening with their bullshit. That's called peaceful protesting, you see. But when the right does it, when the people stand up against the governing class like in Ireland, what do they call it? All the media jump on board, and what do they say? Right-wing rhetoric. No, this is called the people standing up and saying enough is enough.
Okay, but like how many people were hospitalized during... Just a quick question. How many people were hospitalized during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade blockage? I just think that's a really important question that I think we all need answered. How many people were killed? How many people were hospitalized? How many people were attacked there? And how many were attacked by the people who were doing their rioting, protesting? They specifically were like, let's target as many brown people as you see. Oh, when you stand in front of a giant inflatable monkey D. Luffy from the famous manga series One Piece, oh, that's peaceful protest. But when we burn down an entire city and beat brown people to death, apparently it's right-wing rhetoric. Okay. So true. One Piece.
And you know what? More needs to happen. All of you people that are like Palestine to the sea, all that bullshit, I don't think it's so easy to stand.
I do be like Palestine to the sea sometimes. Palestine to the windows, to the wall even.
In the safety and comfort of America, where you know you are accepted and perfectly safe by causing nothing but chaos and bullshit. And people are getting sick and tired of it. How many more videos you can see of
Don't you guys hate it when activists keep causing bullshit?
Protesters where people have had enough and they grab them and they toss them to the side of the road and drive through. More people need to start standing up. How much more are we willing to watch our country be eroded from the inside out by the governing class who has let tens of millions of people walk into this country with no background checks, no...
What the hell is her opinions on protest then? Like, the people in Ireland, it was more violent than like 90% of the BLM protests. And even then, that many people weren't even hurt in many BLM protests. Sorry, in many BLM riots that happened. Not even protests, riots that just straight up happened. More people were hurt there. So like, what's your criteria for like a good and bad protest? Because she's against standing in front of a parade, and that's bad. But like attacking people on the street the day after like a stabbing takes place, that's like super great. What's your opinion?
That's what it's all about.
What do you believe? Do you believe anything besides my side gets to kill as many people as possible and your side doesn't have the right to protest? Is that just all that happens here? Also, thank you so much, Ariana Jasmine. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. You can do !site to join the site. The cool kids chat, the chat on screen with some of the most epicest peoples evers. Yo, chat. And we got a lot of white names here today. Yo, chat. Show them your favorite emotes that you can't get almost anywhere else. We added some new emotes recently. It's Yes Chef. Our new chef emotes. Many people enjoy our new chef emotes. Misheard, we were rated back in too. Then I heard it was Shark. Hey, nice to see you, VC. Nice to see. Look at those emotes. The new chef emotes. Those are cooking. Those have been cooking dramatically. They're so good. Mwah. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you all are doing well.
Money, no housing, and you and I, the taxpayers, are going to have to pay for it. How much more are we willing to stand up? Because Dublin and the Irish basically said, fuck around and find out, and they lit up Dublin last.
Who taught conservatives the term fuck around and find out? Because they're just using it completely incorrectly. Who fucked around? The migrants? For entering Ireland legally? Who found out? The migrants for walking home from work? Like, what are you talking about? What are you even saying? What's even going on right now? Came from Twitch chat to Cool Kids chat. I'm glad to have you, Mythics.
Night against the governing class. I keep saying this, we outnumber them. So how much more are we willing to sit back and watch as our country gets torn apart by the sickos, our women and our women's sports being pushed aside?
We got any sickos here in chat? You know you got to tell me if you're a sicko, right? We don't have any sickos here, do we? I hope not. Good Lord. They're tearing apart our whole country, man. Anything but the goddamn sickos. I'm going sicko mode. Don't do it.
In our safe places and in our bathrooms. And if you dare speak out and if you dare say, no, I'm not okay with this as a woman, well, you're just a hateful bigot, right?
How in the world did we get the trans people here based on migration and... Why are we talking about how she just turned into a random trans... Doesn't even remember this. Remember, we're supposed to be talking about the riots in Dublin. And she just randomly just started talking about trans people... like kicking balls more than her. What's going on, man? Wake up. Wake up.
Now, this shit has to stop. And the only way it stops is if more and more of us stand up and stand together and say we're done with the bullshit. Riley Gaines just won a lawsuit of like $1.2 million because she stood up amongst the sea of hate and said, no, you're not doing this. And
huh? I want to see something about this. Let's see. Oh, this is back in August, September. Oh, wait, what?
She stood up amongst the... Riley Gaines just won a lawsuit of like $1.2 million because she stood up amongst the sea of hate and said, no, you're...
Wait. Riley Gaines settles lawsuit against swimmer Leah Thomas for $1.2 million, rating labeled satire. Oh no. On August 15, 2023, the Dunning-Kruger Times published an article. Oh no! No! She didn't pull an article from the Dunning-Kruger Times. Oh, you can't be serious. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. She's like, actually, guys, you should watch this. This is really good. This is really, dude, this is why conservative comedy doesn't work, because they believe it. They're like, conservatives be like, do not tell jokes. I will believe it. That's crazy. Okay, wait. The Dunning-Kruger Times published an article posting that the former University of Kentucky... I forgot that she's in Kentucky. I hate this lady. Riley Gaines settled a lawsuit with former University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas for $1.2 million. Gaines is known for criticizing an NCAA decision that allowed Thomas, who is transgender, to compete against Gaines in a women's competition race. The Dunning-Kruger article goes like this. Obviously, it just says the same thing. NCC had nothing to say about it, so Riley did what she had to do to get a lawyer. After more than a year, it finally paid off. Gaines settled out of court with Thomas for $1.2 million. However, this item was not a factual recounting of the real-life events. The Dunning-Kruger Times described itself as a subsidiary of America's Last Line of Defense network of parody, satire, and tomfoolery. No, not a network of parody, satire, and tomfoolery. So what you're telling me is that this guy, they're literally a part of the hooligan faction. Wait, this is the hooligan faction. We found them. Remember how we talked about that just mere moments ago? We found the hooligan faction. It's them. Holy shit. Holy shit. Anybody up? Anybody up want to be a part of the hooligan faction? Yeah, we're hooligans. We are professionals in tomfoolery and pranksters and pranksterisms. That's wild. Okay. All right then. That's quite interesting. That's super interesting. That's okay. A search of Facebook for article's headline showed that it was being shared by users who appeared to believe it was a real news story. For example, the article was shared by the Friends of Conservatism in America First Facebook group, where multiple commentators reacted as if Gaines truly had settled the lawsuit with Thomas. Under another post with the article, someone commented, "Wasn't big enough settlement. Riley deserves more money. Just think of the product endorsement she could have achieved if she was declared the winner. She wasn't. She didn't even come in second place, right? She didn't even come anywhere near actually winning, right? Like, there was no way she was going to actually like have any product placements or anything, right? Like, Leah Thomas didn't take anything from this swimmer. She's a bad swimmer who wasn't going to do anything. And so instead of just like stopping being in college sports like a normal person does and getting a normal job, she instead decided to become a right-wing conservative anti-trans talk piece and make that her job instead. Well, a talking head, and make that her job instead. The one trick pony, the girl who cemented herself as her entire being that one lady who lost to Leah Thomas once. That's wild. The crazy thing about it is that Leah Thomas like actually moved on with her life. Leah Thomas isn't doing sports anymore because most people who do sports in college don't continue to do sports when they're like full adults, because almost nobody does sports when they're actually adults. So they just like moved on with their life and are now working like a normal job, while conservatives are still like unable to get over it. Yeah, you could have just like, instead of like succumbing to being like the head of the Leah Thomas fan club, like the president of the Leah Thomas fan club, she could have simply just like gotten good at swimming. Like, I really hate to be the one to say it, because she could have just like become good at swimming instead. But instead she decided to do this, which is quite sad. Could you imagine Leah Thomas is just somewhere working like a tech job or something, and then she loads up her phone every once in a while just to see like an angry conservative still has her name in their mouth like multiple years after her last race? Because they talk about because Leah Thomas didn't even win that much. Like, another thing that some people don't really remember or realize, conservatives don't even remember this, or they didn't even think about it. Every single thing that Leah Thomas did every single thing that Leah Thomas did while in swimming for Pennsylvania, every single thing, every possible record that she broke, every milestone that she possibly could have made has been completely overtaken and outshined by a cis woman who was her junior at the school in Pennsylvania. There are no records that are owned by Leah Thomas right now, and there are no records. I believe there's still no records owned by any trans person in Pennsylvania in women's sports at all right now. All of them are cis women, because trans women aren't because 99.99999% of trans women aren't putting through numbers that isn't like inconceivable for a cis woman to be able to compete with. That's just not something that's happening. And proof by Leah Thomas not swimming anymore and having a normal life and having no records currently held. But I don't know, a lot of these people just think really lowly of women to begin with. They just don't believe women could possibly, they just don't think women have it in them to be impressive when it comes to sports at all. They just can't do it. Women are just simply below men in many ways. They believe intellectually. I think they think women are better than men at like dropping milk from their titties and feeding babies, maybe changing diapers, cooking, doing clothes, doing the laundry, I don't know, filling up the dishwasher. But outside of that, I don't think that they believe that women are capable of doing anything else in this world, especially compared to somebody who's like So somebody who was born with a PP. Because trans women don't go outside. Someone had to say it. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you tried to play basketball against your local trans woman, you'd probably body her. I'm not gonna lie. If I tried to play basketball against my local trans women, I don't even play basketball. I've never been good at basketball. I've always dodged pickup basketball, even when I was like little. Like the neighborhood pickup basketball, I'd be like, I'm good, guys. I'll just watch. I'd crush her. I'd do that thing in SpongeBob where I'd turn her ass into the ball and then dunk her. Honestly, trans women really aren't that strong. Hey, go easy on her. I won't. You gotta let them know who's boss. You gotta put them in their place, you know? You can't let them get an easy one, because then they'll get a big head. My mother-in-law has bad knees and back. I'd fold her. Yeah, that you'd fold that fraud instantly, wouldn't you? It wouldn't even be a competition. Crossing up the trans girl, she'd be like, ow, my ankles. Fuck you. Anyways. Bet her ass can't even dribble. Read what the site says about conservatives. Wait a second. I've just had this on screen. I've been looking at chat. Wait, anyways. Another post with the article, someone commented, wasn't a big enough settlements. Okay, we read that. The big Riley deserved more money. Just think of the product placement she could have gotten. She was declared the winner. So wrong in so many ways. Stop the madness and the BS. The Dunning-Kruger Times About Us page says everything on this website is fiction. The website uses the term taters for people who supposedly believe untrue stories, saying taters are the conservative fans of America's last line of defense. They are fragile, frightened, mostly older Caucasian Americans. Not calling out the Caucasoids like that. Leave them alone. They're trying their best. They believe nearly anything. While we go out of our way to educate them that not everything they agree with is true, they are still old, typically ignorant, and again, very afraid of everything. Our mission is to do our best to show them the light through shame if necessary, and to have a good time doing it, because old and afraid or not, these people are responsible for the patriarchy we're railing so hard against. They don't understand logic, and they couldn't care less about reason. Facts are irrelevant, but they do understand shame. I think we say this sometimes. I think we say this sometimes. I remember a little while ago, I was reading some comments from some conservatives. I think it was on r/conservatives, and they were like doomer posting about it. They're like, we've lost so many elections. We're so far behind on the culture war. They're like, this and that. Yeah, we've gotten some wins, but I don't think a lot of those will really last. And then they kept saying things like, I don't know how we're going to really recover from this one. The party is so fractured and we don't have like a solid, way to move forward. And all the left just like completely hates us and says terrible things about us. And they keep saying things like the only thing that we understand is power. And so I don't know what to do. So they're using their power against us. What do we do, guys? frogs. How do we get out of this one? And honestly, I was just like, I hope you don't. And I hope it hurts. But I hope you have a better life sometime. Yes, doom. Feel shame. I can't lie. I was like, these are exactly the emotions that I hope these people were feeling. Sadness, distress, all those types of things. Very important. If you die, I don't want them to die. I don't want them to die. I don't want them to die at all, you know? You know what we say here? When the revolution comes, my political enemies not only will get the wall, they'll get 3 more. They'll get a ceiling and a floor. They'll get clean water and free healthcare. They'll get clean food to eat and the ability to express themselves, even if I'll call them cringe while they do it. That's what they'll get. They'll get a workplace that cares about them. They'll get the opportunity to be a part of a workforce ran by the workers. That's what they'll get, you know? That's what they'll get. That's what my plan for them is to get. That's what I want them to have. That's what I want for them. I want them to live a healthy life full of love and cringe. But I'll give them the love. They create the cringe. It's kind of, you know how like plants take in sunlight and carbon dioxide and their chlorophyll then creates oxygen? It's kind of like that, where conservatives take in cringe and attention and then spew bullshit. And it's just, and then you get stuff like this with her genuinely citing stuff like this. That's crazy. Anyways,
$2 million because she's.
Wait, no, look. America's last line of defense. Wait, it says it right there. The Dunning-Kruger Times. Wait, no, 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 in her screenshot, it says Dunning-Kruger Times. No, lady, did you not read? It says it right there. Is this real? Yes, it's real. This is a real conservative, dude. This is crazy. That's a good ass meme. America's last line of defense. She's really making it happen. Ain't no way she can't read. It's too dank. It's way too dank.
Stood up amongst the sea of hate and said, no, you're not doing this. And more of us need to start standing together. My family's locked, loaded, and ready. How much more?
What the hell does that mean? Are you planning to shoot trans people? What are you talking about? You're telling me if your little girl has a soccer event and you think one of the fucking soccer players has a dick, you'll just like pull out your gun and start firing into the field? What are you talking about? What do you mean locked, loaded, and ready? For what? The dick police. It's the penis inspectors. Yeah, but the thing is, conservatives are literally the penis inspectors. I remember going through a story where in Florida, like in Florida, the DeSantis regime made it so that girls have to now put through their menstrual cycle history to be able to play soccer for some reason. And in Georgia, they were trying to pass a law that made it so that girls are forced to that girls have to get like a vaginal checkup. They have to get a doctor's note from a medical professional saying that they have a vagina, or submit their underage genitals to a genital inspection to ensure that the PP is to ensure that they have a vaguba. That's the type of stuff that's going on with conservatives. It's crazy. Is it gay to mandate penis inspection day by law? Welcome back to Kicker Cringe. I'm going to college to become a become a penis inspector. I think that's the only college degree that conservatives would respect these days, honestly. Certified penis inspector.
What's your breaking point? How much more of our country are you willing to watch slide into recession while the rich politicians get rich off of our backs while causing and funneling war money of our money into other countries' wars while Americans...
Wait! Weren't you just getting mad at people protesting America's involvement in the Israeli-Hamas war by wanting to provide Israel with more arms to continue their... What? How did you okay. Wait, wasn't she just like them dang dirty leftist protesters ruining my Thanksgiving Day parade? And now she's like, we gotta stop them from giving our... What do you mean? You don't believe anything, lady? I hate you. This lady is... I hate this lady so much. I hate her so much. That's crazy. No consistency, no media literacy, only greed. That's it. That's it. No consistency, no media literacy, no critical thinking, only transphobia and racism, and that's it. Girl, huh? She's like, oh yeah, just so you realize, we gotta stop them rich men north of Richmond from having them taking their gerbs. You know what I mean? You gotta remember that, guys. That's really important. Imagine expecting consistency from rightoids. So true.
Suffer. How much more? You can't even have a Thanksgiving Day parade without the fucking crazies.
What the She's actually doing it. Wait, what do you want them to do? Just make TikTok videos? Is that it? Do you think that you're doing more work making TikTok videos than somebody protesting in the street? I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that my work is more important than like actual activists. My work is supposed to help create more actual activists, not necessarily YouTubers, but you know, you can do both, really. It's crazy. Okay.
It's real easy to stand in the comfort and safety of America. If you really stood with them, you'd be standing over in Gaza with your cardboard signs, but you know you're not going to do that.
Because Israel would bomb them. Because Israel would turn them into red mist, actually. Also, I'm an American, not a Gazan.
Why? Because you wouldn't be standing long.
Yeah, you're right. Israel would bomb you. Israel would drop a missile on your head, paid for by the American taxpayer. That's what would happen. They revel in death. I hate to say it, but some liberals do that too. It's pretty crazy, I can't lie. It's pretty crazy. Have you been seeing how like some weirdo internet liberal will hear the idea that many Muslims don't want to vote for Biden right now, and then they'll just be like, well, Avida saying, good luck when Donald Trump sends you to Auschwitz-Birkenau to be killed. I don't know, man. They'll be like, I don't know if I want to vote for Joe Biden. I don't like the way that he's been handling the Israel-Gaza war. And then they'll post like a picture of a Muslim being hung, and they'll be like, see you later, dumbass. Have fun with Trump too. It's pretty crazy. Oh, also, like, one of the things, I'm not sure, do I have this clip on me right now? Because this is crazy. Yeah, here we go. In Germany, if you want to see what's going on in Germany, dude, there was like a pro Israel march in Germany. And this is what happened, okay? Look at this shit, man. Did you hear what he just said? He said Judenrat. It's a slur against Jewish people. I think it translates to something like Jew rat or something. Or like Jew vermin, basically. They're, while wearing an Israeli flag, he's like screaming that you're a subhuman like animal. Specifically, and that's a specific Jewish one.
Juden rat, that is literally a Nazi saying.
Listen to him.
Juden rat, that is. Juden rat, that is literally.
Juden is definitely Jew. Yes, it is. Juden. Juden is how it's kind of pronounced. I didn't take German. I took French in high school, but I know for a fact that's German for Jew. That's definitely a slur. They say Jews should leave. The being from Germany hint. Okay. It says Jews leave. It says, what he's saying is Jews leave. Yeah, we got any people who can speak German in here? It's a pejorative. It is definitely a pejorative. It's a Nazi saying. Yeah, it comes from like the 1930s, yeah. It has an anti-Semitic history though. That's crazy. 9. Okay, listen. I love you all. I don't think you understand how much I love you because it's a lot, okay? But I'm going to have to leave you for a moment. And the reason is because I have to pick up the GF from work. And so that means I cannot stream with you at the moment. But that does not mean that stream is over for today. I need to spend like 20 minutes picking her up. And then I'm going to stop the stream and then we're going to restart the stream. And we have so much more to cover tonight. So don't you even sweat it. Stream isn't really over. You're just going to have to like, I don't know, find a way to wait like 10 minutes, okay? 20 minutes, like maybe probably 30, around 20, 30, something like that. Anyways, I'll be right back, okay? Love you all. See you in a bit. Stick around because we're gonna do another stream here in a moment. One sec. I will be there no matter what. Be there for me, okay?